Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to you. On today's episode, we're going to talk about one of the most controversial topics in personal finance. That's credit cards. Now, everybody from Gordon Ramsay to Dave Ramsey has an opinion on credit cards. But the real question is, are they going to be good for the person watching this video? Let's dive right into it. According to the research that I did, looking at weighing both pros and cons throughout the entirety of what people have to say on the internet, is the best answer I came up with the question is maybe. It all depends. I mean, realistically, if we're looking at it, it's going to be dependent on your situation. So what I decided to do was come up with 3 simple rules to live by that decide for you if you should have a credit card or not. So full disclaimer here, if any one of these 3 rules applies to you, then guess what? You're going to start fighting climate change today, and you're going to ditch the plastic, and you're going to go green, because you got to get rid of the credit card. You got to figure out, what do I need to do to improve my life to get out of the situation I currently am, so I can start reaping the rewards of things like a credit card. So without further ado, let's get started. Rule number 1, and it's probably going to be pretty obvious to most of you out there, but if you carry any type of balance from the previous month to the current month, congratulations, you don't get to use a credit card, especially if you have any type of credit card debt. Let's do some quick math. So let's say I have a credit card with an interest rate of 18%, and I decide to buy the latest iPhone at $1,000 because I gotta have it, it's dope, and I just want to have what's cool because the person next door to me has one and it looks awesome. So I decide to go ahead and swipe it, even though I don't have the cash for it. But I really don't have the cash to do and put any type of payment towards it per month. So best I can afford is $50. So if I pay a minimum of $50 on a $1,000 purchase at 18%, at the end of it, I'm going to end up paying $1,200 for that iPhone. Is it really worth paying $200 extra for something that costs $1,000 right now just so you can have it? Can you prolong a little bit? Can you wait? Can you save up for it? Pay in cash? Probably. By the time you actually have it in cash, maybe you don't even want it. Maybe the next thing has already came out. So if you have any type of balance, I'm sorry, got to put the credit card away. Got to chop it up. Gone green. Rule number 2. This is going to be quite the shock compared to the first rule, but do you have the discipline to have a credit card? Do you, watching the video, have what it takes to treat a credit card like it's cash? Do you find yourself in the middle of the month bored, not doing anything, get on Amazon, and then miraculously you find something that 5 minutes ago you didn't need, but now all of a sudden you gotta have it right now? Hey, and if you order now, you get 2-day free shipping. So what do? You swipe it, and then check your checking account. I don't got anything. I don't have anything to cover that. Or maybe boys call you. They want to go downtown, have some brewskis. Sounds like fun. They're going to come pick you up in 10 minutes. You just start getting ready. You check your checking account. And all you see is sadness. You got like $30 in the account, but you think to yourself, hey, you know what? I'm just going to put it all on my credit card. Worry about it for later. That's tomorrow's problem, not mine. Maybe it's quite simple. You just carry a credit card balance that's higher than normally what you have in your checking. There's a reason why the personal comes before the finance. It's all about you. Do you, the guy watching the video, have what it takes to use a credit card responsibly? You can go on any kind of forum, and there's going to be people that list the pros and the cons, but you have to be real with yourself. You have to ask yourself, do you have what it takes to use a credit card and treat it like it's cash in your pocket? And if you can't handle it, get rid of it. Just use pictures of dead presidents or your debit card to pay for things. Last time I checked, everybody takes it. Rule number 3, you have to have at least $1,000 saved for some type of emergency. A lot of articles, a lot of people out there are saying that you need to have between 3 months and 6 months of an emergency fund established that can be anywhere between $5,000 and $15,000 depending on your current situation. I completely agree with that. That's absolutely what you need to do. But I also recognize that is a lot of money. That's hard to accumulate. The average person's probably not going to be able to have that much money or accumulate that quickly. So I understand. And if you can follow rule number 1 and rule number 2, and you have $1,000 saved for some type of emergency, I'm okay with using a credit card. But I just read an article by CNBC that said if the average American experienced $1,000 expense, 41% can actually handle it and afford it. The other 59% would have to incur some type of debt or use a credit card. Imagine that. Next time you go to the grocery store, most of the people that you run into can't afford $1,000. It's sad, really, it is. But don't be another statistic. Be on the other side of that 1 to 2. Be better than you were yesterday. This is a personal finance. It's, do you have the discipline to handle a credit card? Do you have $1,000 in your bank? And do you have any type of credit card debt? If you answered no, yes to all those questions, then great, go ahead, use a credit card. I'm totally for it. I think they're great. You can Google what are the benefits of having a credit card, and there will be literally 1,000 things that pop up. But what is a blessing can also be a curse. They can get you in a lot of trouble very quickly. So, do you have the discipline to use a credit card? Hey, thanks for watching. And if you like the content in the video that I just talked about, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you didn't, hey, you came this far, might as well do it anyway. And also, if you want to learn more about personal finance, we're going to go deep in it, be sure to hit the bell and subscribe. You are definitely not going to want to miss another video. And at the minimum, if you don't want to learn about personal finances, then you can just watch my memeable mannerisms for over 5 to 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video.